1 o'clock, let me hit the button. There we go. My God. Okay. Do. This. There we go. 1 o'clock. Alright, we're all good. Oh my God. Oh, sorry. Oh, I was trying to hit the mute button and I didn't make it. Alright, Discord. How's it going, Copy? Kane, if you're still here, and Fire Nation, if you're still here. James, how's it going? Alright. Oh, this is good. I don't know what the sounds are. We're gonna have to find out what sounds as we go. I have not tested the sound. I just recorded Rockstar Simulator Life, which I played the demo of on stream a while back, and not impressed. This time, I thought the game was super fun. That'll be tomorrow. Going, Rania? So, there's a new DLC coming out on, let me make sure I have the right date for this. You right here. This, that, DLC. And it's coming out on the 11th. So we're going to take an early look at it. How's it going, Quick and Charlie? Where one of the things a lot of people wanted was like super huge ships, insanely huge ships. And so now we have access to, well, on the 11th, technically we have access to it right now because they sent me the early key. But there's this ship right here, which I already have out. It's the first of the three. Not the first of the three. Did I choose the wrong one? Break. I guess it's the second? I don't know how I managed that. Alright, well, there's 4 of them here. How's it going, Pony and Rob? Jazz, how's it going? Time for crate throwing sim. Starts with a sneeze, ends with a lot of scrap metal. Oh god, I hope so. My, yeah. Definitely have a cold right now. Like, I started sneezing like crazy yesterday. I'm like, oh, that's not a good sign. So yeah, this is the second ship. Oh, that's right, I chose this one because I thought it'd be a little bit easier than the other one. There's a lot of storage thingies. But there's also like new mechanics to the game. They redid the pipe system thing, I guess. How's it going, Cadis? Next midnight? How's it going, bedtime? But yeah, I felt like this is what I wanted to stream. I was trying to remember yesterday. I was like, there's something I wanted to stream, and the Mobius game, I may come back to at another point in time, but I don't know. I really like the game. I think it's a lot of fun, but it's also very frustrating at times because it's like, man, the AI's accuracy on certain parts drives me crazy. There ain't nothing wrong with that necessarily, but I really wanted to play this. This is one of my favorite sim games. So I figured we would, some of the channel favorites again. Yeah, this is like this is exactly that. This is one of my favorite sims. So it's like, that's why I was like, ooh, I didn't even know this DLC was coming out until they sent me an email like, hey, here's a key to this. And I'm like, wait, what? there's another DLC that came out? I had no idea. All right, I'm all about it. Let's go. But yeah, these ships are supposedly harder. They're obviously, I mean, just looking at the size of this, and this isn't even the largest one. They're obviously a lot bigger. Like, this is crazy. I shouldn't have moved. Yep, unsap. Oh? Okay, whatever. Like, this is huge. You warned me of the gauntlet. Yes, he did. What time is it where I'm at? It is 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock in the afternoon. How's it going, Carl? Yeah, I find this game to be an unbelievable amount of fun. Like, meticulous, yes. That's one of the reasons I was like, I don't know if I want to stream this, but I figured, screw it, let's stream it. I want to play it, and there's so many of these, and they're going to take a while to get through each one. I figured, why not? I keep falling down here. I want to get up there and just take care of that one thing. Get this thing off here. Woo! Me and my super jumps. I feel like a superhero when playing this game. I think that's why I like it. Add an aircraft carrier. There is a really big, like, warship that I noticed was added. There's like, I think anyways, I'm not 100% sure. I think like the third one is a warship. All right. What's your problem? Oh, cause that up there, really? All right, that's fine. Reminds you of the ship your dad used to work on? The ship going to take you as long as it took the rest combined. Yeah. I don't know. I would not say it's impossible. Wait, I just gotta take this with the winch? What is happening? Oh, I guess that's part of the actual thing. Okay. But yeah, I find this game just chill. And I got a like really bad migraine from my sinuses today, so I'm like, all right, this is fine. We'll play this today. This felt like a great game. Right? I don't know if there's radiation on this at all. I know that there is like steam vents and stuff now and several other things. Can I get up higher? Looks like right here. Okay. Is there anything up here? No, just a bunch of garbage. Go ahead and give me this back. These markers on the map in Mobius. Can you? Interesting. I didn't know about that either. That actually could help things. How's it going, bad kitty? This DLC will be buggy like the warship. And how's it going, Gustav and Dave? I hope not. I didn't know they did not add new tools. I did take a look over there. We do still have to technically unlock the last upgrade to the crane, but it requires fluids, which I don't have enough of. So I can't do that one yet. Alright. I don't see anything here to destroy. I mean, we got all this stuff and everything. Paper and wood. Okay, so I do have to pick up all this paper. I was gonna just drop the thing down right now, but can't. I actually have to get all the paper. I get everything up top? Yeah, alright. Yeah, there's footsteps. I was like, what is it? What's all over the deck? Okay, so I need to bring it down to here. So if we take down this, this should work. You go ahead and give me you. On this. Oh my gosh, I just realized that, look at how long it takes to saw things. Oh, so they actually made that longer. Okay. How's it going, Simon? All right, I didn't realize. There's no more upgrades either, so this is just gonna take us a little bit longer. Be the drill boss and upgrade is annoying with how your brain works. Okay, that's always good to know. the drill boss. Oh man, that one was wait, are you talking about the one that we did yesterday? Okay, there we go. Like at the end of the stream? I didn't expect these to come off. That kind of messed with me a little bit. Okay, all of you. Like if I bring this part down, I feel like the whole top should come down. I am playing this before obviously the release, so I mean I guess there is possibilities that we could have the same issue that we had in the with the one ship coming apart, but I feel like they probably learned from their mistakes and they probably won't let that happen again. I would hope anyways. Fire breathing boss. Okay. Everyone's stupid fast and just rip through the ships. I don't know. I enjoy the intricacies of it. I find the intricacies of it very very fun. It is gonna be interesting on the stream of this though, because I am intrigued. I don't know how long it's gonna take to tear down one of these ships, so I don't even know if we're gonna be able to tear down the whole ship in a stream. Like it may be the stream today and Wednesday. I don't plan on streaming throughout the week this week. I have so many games, and there's so many games coming out that I'm able to start playing later on in the week. Like, I think I have 2 games for the 4th. But I hope they do better than Mudrunner did today. Man, I was so looking forward to that. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a series on this, and then that video did so bad this morning. I was like, no. Did I find the Power Wash DLC? I thought it was fun. I do think it was a little, I think there's less interest in that one because it's Warhammer, and I don't feel like Warhammer has as big of a following as all the rest of the stuff. Like SpongeBob, I mean, it's SpongeBob. You know, like, there's a lot of people that have grown up with it. I mean, I've watched it with my kids and everything. Like, that one I can see has a bigger following. And then Final Fantasy VII, you know, that also has a little bit more of an appeal, I feel, than Warhammer did. So it hasn't been doing as well. And I'm going to do the last video probably all in one. It'll just be a long video. But I thought it was fun. I actually thought it was really nice on how, like, intricate some of the things were again. Like, you had to get some crazy angles and stuff. Just look up and hours have passed. Yeah, that's pretty much what I expected. House flipper in the respect that you can never tell how long things will take. Yeah, 100%. It's like, I often when I'm playing House Flipper, I look up and I'm like, whoa, an hour is already here. All right, gotta stop it. All right, last level took you 2 hours. For the Power Wash? Oh, really? Oh, no. I mean, I've done half of it. And I was like, I'll come back and finish this later on, and I was already at an hour finishing up the second to last. But it did seem like it was a lot bigger than the rest of it. How's it going, Ben? I do kind of wish that they would have used the scenery, though. Because, I mean, they built that awesome-looking scenery for the Power Wash DLC. Like, the place that you do all the vehicles in. I thought it was so good. I really wish they would have had, like, some of the scenery be one of the jobs. Because how much work they put into it to make it look that good. Like, they really, like, I feel like missed an opportunity on that. Alright, here we go. I think all that's left is this, right? Oh no, I guess I got those right there. What if I just remove you? I don't think it's gonna be enough, but we'll try. Oh, that was the whole thing? Alright. I'm already carrying too much? Good lord. Like, I was hoping for upgrades on stuff. I thought it would have been really nice. The tools, I didn't realize that things are this much harder to get through, but I was hoping for, like, carrying more. I would love to carry more. Like, that's the one issue I have is it's just, yeah, we're carrying, like, 200 kilograms, which is crazy, but it's still not enough. Bunch of Easter eggs in there. That's what I was kind of wondering. I did kind of take a look around the area to see. Okay. Alright. Watching these games because you know you can knit at the same time. Okay. I mean, I still got more weight I can pick up. There we go. Okay, we're all good. Those are the last. Oh! All right. that was the thing that just happened. I didn't expect it to come down yet. See, and this is my only concern about the stream, is more often than not, like, I would go through this part, and, I mean, I would just turn on a TV show, and I'd just proceed to go around and pick everything up, because there's lots of picking stuff up in this game. But it's fine. This is just time for, you know, talking to you guys. Just chucking all this stuff in. Like, I kind of wanted to stream the last game, the last ship. And I had it suggested, and I was like, I really did think about it. But I was like, nah, let's make a video out of it. Freaking 8 videos later. Dominoes, yeah. And I think that's, again, one of the reasons I enjoy this, is because I love just bringing down all that stuff. I just didn't expect it to come down. I would have tried to be up from underneath it. Not directly underneath it, have it fall on my head. Hey, give me all of you. All this. Get all this debris out of here. Is it not faster with the skips? I mean, what do you mean? Huh? I don't understand. Alright, give me all this. I mean, the videos are generally longer, or shorter with the skips of cutting all that stuff out, but it's always about the same amount of time of recording. The only real difference is just me watching stuff. Give me all that. If videos better than one stream? Maybe. Towards the end, it didn't have as much of an interest because it was just working on that same ship for freaking 8 videos. Oh, I'm carrying too much already. Good God. But yeah, it's like I want to stream today, and I'm like, it's this or the Mobius one, and Mobius one. I don't know. Just didn't have as much of a desire to play today. Tool skips in games? Oh, yeah. Yeah, every time that there's a new tool, it definitely makes things faster. It's the one thing I was like, oh, when I realized how long it was taking today to shot like this, for instance. Like even on the hard ships, it was probably about half that time, which it's not that long. It's not like it takes 100 years to saw through it, but the hard ships, even with those upgrades, it definitely was a little bit faster. Games are releasing really soon that I'm interested in. I mean, there's a lot. The Mud Runner was one that I was like super interested in. I was the Expeditions Mud Runner. I was very much interested in that one. I mean, I still will probably play that on a bunch on my own because I think the game is unbelievably fun. I figure with the way card games tend to go on the channel, it would do well. Kind of feel bad. I was like, what? When I messaged him about the game, I was like, I think people really enjoyed this, and then I see the video today, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. How long am I planning on streaming today? I don't know. Probably until my head decides it's just too much. Because, yeah. It all depends. I always have a migraine, but today is significantly worse because of the sinuses. But I did take Tylenol a little while ago, so I'm hoping that'll help out. How's it going, DJ Toby? Glad you're able to catch a stream? I can speak words. For Expedition Mud Runners, there's no co-op. Yeah, I think that's weird. I think that's super weird. I don't quite understand that. No co-op on release. I don't know. I don't understand why they're doing that way. Kelly, thanks for the $3. Thank you very much. Dealer Simulator. Dude, I feel like people misunderstand how Dealer Simulator is. Like, people will see, okay, I have 5 videos of it, you know? So it's like, oh, it's 5 hours or whatever. I spent 20 hours in that game. And it's like, there were several comments that are just like, oh, well, what did you expect, to be a millionaire? No, I don't expect to be a millionaire in the game. I mean, I have no problem with the progressive money how it was until we bought the store. Once we bought the store, I expected, you know, you buy a store in most sim games, and there's some sort of positive outcome to it. In Dealer Simulator, there's no positive outcome to it. You buy the store, and then you have the same bullcrap that you had before, where you'd have an entire day and you sell 2 things. Because nobody's willing to bargain, because they offer half the price. And it's just like, to me, that's, I don't know. It crossed the line of being too trying to be realistic to like the way that people would be. But even then, I don't imagine everybody coming in and offering half price, which is nuts. Getting involved with the chat more. Yeah, and see, that's what I'm thinking too. That's what I was kind of thinking with it in the first place. That's weird, this whole new thing they have looking too. Need to auction. Farmers Dynasty series. That game was fun. I really, like, out of all the Dynasty games, I think the Farmers Dynasty was one of the most fun. I want to say that there's some sort of new farming sim type of thing coming out. I know Lightyear Frontier comes out on the 15th, and I am really looking forward to that one. I really enjoyed the demo of that game. I'm hoping it'll be as much fun as the demo was, which I wouldn't expect it to be anything less. But like that one, I had so much fun with that. Watching Wildmender again, that was also another amazing game. That was one of my favorite games last year. I love terraforming games though. Go, we're gonna just saw this real quick. Add a sales employee that, well, and see, somebody pointed out a good point in the comments. If they added a sales person, you still have to deal with putting the items on the spots and then pricing them and everything. So it's like, I can see the issue with the salesperson to a degree, unless you have a store that has a ton of spots to put stuff. The thing that they need to do, like what would make the game significantly more fun and at least make it so all those people coming in with the half price offers wouldn't be as bad, is if it wasn't you literally sitting there for a solid minute waiting for a person to come in over and over and over again. And it's like, that is where my thing comes from. Like one other comment I saw was, buying and selling junk in a game and then complains about wasting time. Yeah, 100%. If I'm playing a game, I'm playing a game to have fun, not stand there and just sit there and wait and wait and wait. Like, that's not fun to me. I don't understand how people can find that fun. I mean, if people do, cool. I mean, more power to you, but I personally don't. And I make videos because I have fun with them. So if I'm not having fun, screw that shit. I'm not doing it. Doing Planetcraft away for release. Yeah, I wanted to do one more. It didn't do super well, but also the only other one I would do would be automating the new crystals basically. And so I'm like, I'll just wait till full release. My daughter's been playing that on the other computer. Like for Christmas, it was like, all right, I will. Are we good? Am I safe? Christmas, I was like, all right, I gave them both $25 to spend on Steam, and she was like, I want Planetcraft. I was like, really? Okay. Game am I talking about? Dealer Simulator. That's the one where I just literally just sit there and stand there, and it does really well. Like Dealer Simulator is one of the top 3 games on the channel right now. And so it's like, that's one of the reasons why I knew that some people would be upset. And I sometimes have an issue, you know, explaining things clearly. And I fully acknowledge that and accept that. And so I had a feeling like I was so stressed out after that game yesterday, because I was like, I don't think people are going to understand necessarily where I'm coming from with this. But it's like, yeah, it was... You gotta have fun playing a game. Otherwise, what's the point of playing the game? You know, that's what games are for. I mean, some people obviously, there's multiple viewpoints of things and multiple ways that people will see stuff, but that's my prerogative when it comes to a game, is I want to have fun playing it. And I think the mechanics of Dealer Simulator are really cool. I like the bidding stuff. I mean, even when you can bargain to an okay price sometimes. But unfortunately, it seems like more often than not, they'll come in and just demand half price. And you can't, especially with how much the store costs and all the fees and everything they add to it, you can't financially in the game sustain selling things at half price. You will guaranteed lose money every time, which is just crazy. How's it going, Greg? Yeah, and see, that's my look on it. Like, if they update it in the future, cool. I'll definitely go back. If they change that whole thing. And it's like, I really hope, like, if the developer sees the video, he doesn't take it as, like, super negative. Like, I was trying to make a constructive criticism type of thing. Like, these are the things I feel would make it better, you know? Like, and of course, it's not just me, but I have to go from my perspective. And my perspective is that it's lacking a reason to buy the store, and it feels like a punishment when you buy the store rather than an actual, like, free, I was able to buy a store. And then I just reading some of the comments that was just like, oh man, I feel like people misunderstand something here. Like, I played the game for 20 hours. 20 hours. And you've seen 5 of them. 6 of them at most. That's insane to me. And it's like, I think my daughter was watching, I think Dre played it. And it's like, for Dre and Blitz and all these big channels and stuff like that, you know, like, them playing those games may not be such a big deal. Spend 6 hours in the game, and I kind of said it in the video, but I was all over the place because I was so frustrated that I think I like walked up. I didn't end up continuing that statement, which is for them, spending 6 hours on a video game or on a video may not be such a big deal when that's the only video they do, and you know that's financially viable for them to do 1 video a day. I don't have that luxury. Like, that's not an option I have. So if I have to spend 6 hours on a video, that just hurts my time in trying to get other things done and real life. So excited. How's it going, Lady Fluffy Dragon? You can either add staff or you can buy and sell to make your own. Yeah, exactly. And it's like, to me, I feel like when it comes to haggling, I cannot imagine, even if you did manage to like find a place, which I know they exist. I know there are places you can haggle. Like, there's a bunch of people like, you can haggle at this place. And it's like, okay, cool, you know? I've just never seen it. And again, I have to go from my perspective. Because that's the perspective that I know. Is my actual experiences. And so it's like, I don't know. I couldn't imagine if you walk into a place and be like, I'm gonna pay half for this. Unless you're on, like, cheapskates, the whatever, extreme cheapskates, and there's, like, cameras there, so they're feeling more forced. It's gonna go over well. That's like, that's the part that gets to me. In the butt game. Decent game, but wow, interesting bugs. Pawn Stars, the video game. Well, and see, yeah, exactly. Like, that would be kind of cool. But again, like, Pawn Stars, I feel would be the exact same way. Ah! Ow! Ow! I didn't see that one. Like Pawn Stars, they do the same thing. They just get the hell out of my store. You go in there and offer them half price. You don't haggle more than 10 on like 70 plus items, maybe 20 on 400. Yeah, and see exactly my point. Like, yeah. Real pawn shops, it's nothing like that. Ah, I did it again, I did it again. I saw it and I just was like, I'm gonna hit it. Oh, I didn't push these down yet. He's giving the money. What sim would you make? What sim would I make? Oh. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, from what I can see, if I'm looking at it from like, okay, I'm gonna make a game. What game out there would probably do well? The games that seem to do the best and sell, like, seem like to be the highest on like Steam reviews and sales, and from what, like, you know, again, from my perspective, it seems like store games are probably the best. Games involved, like the Supermarket Simulator, that game's doing crazy good. Not just on the channel, but on Steam itself. And I think the game is really fun. There's a new video of that going up tomorrow. Like, that one, it's like, I'm so happy with not having to bargain with people, too. Oh my god. Yeah, and that's why I thought, again, this was cool, because it's just, I find this game to be chill and relaxing. Normally, after I play this game, when I would do videos on it, I'd end up passing out shortly afterwards. Because it's kind of like Power Wash in the sense that it's relaxing. I find it super fun. I love watching the super collapses and stuff. That's real. I mean, a barbecue sim would be pretty cool, but I don't know where you could go from there. That's the problem. Most sim games do well. Yeah, I mean, it depends. I think my favorite genre is survivals. I think survival games are probably, like, that's what I absolutely love playing. Unfortunate thing is it's like a 50-50 on whether or not they do well. Survivals do better on streams most often, it seems, lately, than they do on videos. Like, I thought Winter Survival was so good because it was such a good mixture of, like, Green Hell, which is probably one of my favorite survival games of all time, and Long Dark. Like, it was such a cool combination. Yeah. Yeah, Supermarket Sim, I mean, the fact that it's in early access and it plays like it does is kind of impressive to me. Okay, we gotta find this power source. This is the last wall. I take this thing down. Oh, here we go. I found the power source. I expected significantly more of a challenge. I'm watching a lot of Supermarket Sim. Survival can get samey. And see, that's whoa. We're fine. Everything's fine. That's why I thought Winter Survival was so much fun, is because it has it. The sanity survival. It's been done in a few games, but it was done in a way that I felt really, like, to a degree, is unique. I liked it. I think that's gonna be cool. Another hobo sim. I'm still bitter about what was the one I played? I know there was actual, like, Hobo Simulator or whatever. Or no, was it Hobo Simulator? The one that was really weird and funny. I don't remember what one that was called, but that one was fun. And then there was Tough Life, the, like, a homeless simulator or whatever it was. That game I thought was really fun too, until they claimed all my videos. And then I thought it was not so nice. I'm still bitter about that. Like, and it was like, they didn't even claim it, like, when the videos went up. They claimed it, like, a year later. Hobo Tough Life, yeah. Bum Simulator, that was what it was. That one I thought was awesome. I absolutely loved that one. It was so humorous and weird, and I love weird games. I absolutely love weird games. Oh, Nobody. That was a good game, too, and that one just sucks. Everybody's in there blaming the developers, like, oh, you ran away and stuff. Like, I don't think people realize that game was made in China. And the CCP straight up were like, you need to take this game down. From everything that I've seen and everything I've read about it, the CCP was straight up like, you need to take this shit down because it makes China look bad. And it's just like, what the hell? That's so insane to me, to be like, oh, you have to take this down. And God only knows what happened to the developers. I mean, freaking the way that crap is run there, Jesus, who knows what happened to them. In this game is that picking up stuff is so tedious. Yeah, and that's why I was really hoping we get, like, maybe an upgrade to carry more. Like, yeah, 240 kilograms is a crap ton of weight. Don't get me wrong, like, that is a crap ton of weight. But when you gotta pick up, you know, like, an insane amount of stuff, that weight adds up pretty fast. I already feel superhuman. Just give me more superhuman powers. Why did they claim it? Oh, the music. Apparently the music in it was claimed by, but it wasn't even claimed by, like, a music company. It was claimed by the actual game company. Because I can see when a claim is made on who makes the claim, and the claim was made by the game company themselves. So I was like, ugh, that's just kind of gross. I even called them out on Twitter and I never heard anything. That was when I actually kind of occasionally use Twitter. Now I only hop on Twitter. I hopped on Twitter yesterday to see if anybody threw the clips from yesterday's stream on Twitter. And so it's like, I literally said in the stream when I was on my little, like, rant about just people's, like, lack of actual, you know, respect for humanity and other people and stuff. And I was like, man, is somebody gonna throw this up on Twitter? I think it'd be kind of funny, but. And I still don't give a crap that that happened, but I was like, I'm gonna look just to see. Survival Found on Youth I'll go back to when they add more to the game. I think all that's left is for them to add the end of the game, right? So I'll definitely go back to that, because that is also one of my favorite survival games. I think that was an absolutely phenomenally done. I love survival games that actually have a goal and a story to them. And so I think that one has been easily one of my favorite survivals. Just like Subnautica. Subnautica is probably one of my favorite. That would definitely be in the top 5 of my favorite survivals. What happened yesterday? Oh, it started off in one thing and just kind of led on to other things. I think it all started over like there's all these talks right now. Let me turn that down. That's a little bit louder than I planned on. There's all these talks about I keep seeing all over the place about like, oh, there's a gaming drought coming and all this stuff and everything because they're firing all these people across these different game companies. And then it veered off to something else, and then something else, and something else, and then it just kept going. It just talked about all the disgusting crap that like people say about other like the perspectives that they don't understand or they disagree with and are so hateful about it. I think the part where somebody said something was where I think it's like disgusting when people use religion, especially as I am a religious person, and use that for to spread hate. Like, I don't ever talk about me being a religious person, but I've always been Christian my own life, and I respect anybody who has a religion of any nature. Like, if you were religious, cool. You know, I'm never fucking turning around on anybody. Everybody has their right to their own perspective and religion. I got no problem with that. Jump down. Booze Masters game? Booze Masters was weird, and I feel like it was almost too weird for me. It crossed the line of being a little too weird for me. Like, that was one of the weirdest games I've ever played. Twitter X when Elon called his daughter her name. Oh yeah, I guess X, sorry. No, there was literally that one person that messaged yesterday during the stream, and then apparently kept watching the stream because they were like later on like, oh, thank you for not saying my name. It's funny because it's like I'm literally talking about respect and everything in the stream, and just the lack of like respect people have, and like the hate that people will direct towards like my dad's trans, and so that bothers me on the hate I see on that, and that's apparently what sets the person off. And then they're like, oh, thank you for, you know, not saying my name. And it's like, that's my whole thing, is this respect. Like, somebody may say something that offends me, but I'm not gonna freaking, like, start, like, I'm not gonna dox them or anything like that. Like, what does that solve? You know, that doesn't solve anything. It doesn't make a situation better. It doesn't make, you know, people, it's not gonna bring happiness or, you know, respect to people by disrespecting somebody like that. It's just I find it humorous. And what's funny too is like when I was going on that rant yesterday, I looked after the stream. The highest point of the stream where people were just going nuts on like joining the stream and everything like that. It was like there's this huge jump when I went on that rant. And I was just like, what? Now I understand why like Asmongold and all these other people go like do their streams the way they do. You're not religious, you don't. Yeah, and see, it's like, that's the thing. It's like, for me, religion should never be shoved in your face. Like, if you want to be religious, if you choose to be religious, you know, cool, more power to you, like I said. But it should never be shoved in your face or forced on you. Or you should never be looked down upon because of your religion. I think that's absurd. And it's like, for me, I mean, yes, I'm religious, but I'm also very much into science. I'm very much into logic. You know, I like I said yesterday, I went to school for psychology originally. And so it's like, I always am intrigued by the way the human brain works, about how, like, people's, you know, the different perspectives that people have of things. I find that to be extremely fascinating. Whoa, I didn't expect that whole thing to explode like that. Nah, it's because of this. They're using thumbnails with a fake shock look on them. Yeah, see, and that's another thing too, is I've had a lot of people say that I should use a camera. And I mean, hey, you know, in all technicality, I guess because there's nobody here, I could potentially do that. I just don't know exactly where this is at. And that was actually one of the things in that statement yesterday. The person said, "Oh, you won't even put your face to things." And here's my face. I have no problem saying that. I have no problem adding that on. Look, we can do this right here. Boop, boop. Look, I could put a camera on here. I got no problem. How's it going? But yeah, I see all the things that people are, oh, you know, like that or something like that, and it's like, yeah, I know that draws stuff in. I know that draws people in and everything. But at the same time, you know, I don't know. I have my kids around a lot. We don't want our kids on camera. There's just nobody here today. Cool things I learned while learning psychology. Just how insane the human mind can be. Want the camera for the cats, to be fair. Yeah, they're got Kiva just chilling over here, being his little sleepy self. And then Katniss right here, being her sleepy self. If I can even get the camera there. It doesn't really match your content. Yeah. There's a subscriber couch face cam. Well, that was back when I was using like I was using my phone for everything. The cats will act up now, so the camera's turned on. Oh no, this is where the cats will literally hide now that the camera's turned on. Go. Oh, it's like that. I think psychology is where I learned that you just, you know, you can't change people's minds once somebody's fully set into something. Somebody will, like, you can help adjust maybe, like, or maybe adjust somebody's viewpoint on something. But for the most part, it's like when somebody has a specific viewpoint, you have to be able to like look at that viewpoint from their perspective as much as you can, but you'll never be able to fully be able to do that. And yeah, it's just, I don't know. It taught me definitely to respect people more on like, somebody's gonna have a viewpoint. Like I still, there's certain things that I don't have respect for. And obviously, I think there's some things that should never be normalized, which is something I said yesterday too. But that's more like severe things, you know, stuff that's like legit illegal and everything like that. But again, I guess it comes down to like, when it comes to that, that's a whole thing too, because depending on the country you're in, certain things may be legal compared to other places, which also turns things to be a little bit harder to, I don't know, say what is right or wrong to a degree. But there are certain things around the entire world that are straight up wrong, and I can't think of a single country that they're right in, and they should never be right in. Religion engages people in political beliefs. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Political beliefs are a perfect example. Like, I have zero respect for Trump. I have no problem saying that. I have zero respect for that guy, for the horrible crap that he's done. But I mean, you know, there's a lot of people that do, and you're not gonna change their minds on it. You may change a couple people's minds, but you're not gonna change people's minds. Like I for the past 15 years, I have very closely followed politics. And I've said it before, I thought about doing a political channel at one point, but the amount of hate that you get from that. Yeah, I don't wanna deal with that. I have enough mental issues myself to have to deal with some hate from random people online. Nah, I'm good. Did it not pick it up? I pushed the button. Alright, there we go. Respect is everything. GTA taught you that? Whoa! Ah! Every time I fall down these things, I'm always like, I don't remember how to get back up again. There we go. Alright. Just want to separate this. We can bring the whole thing down. It'll be great. I don't know how much of this... I haven't looked at the ship in a minute, so I don't know how much we've actually removed of said ship. But... New DLC for House Flip, the restaurant one? I'm excited for it. I think it's cool they're still updating House Flipper 1. Friendship is magic. Ponies taught you that. How's it going, Bubba? Boop, ba-doo, boop, ba-doo, boop. Eh. I tried looking into it today, by the way, on how it would be possible to stream on Twitch and YouTube, and I just still never understand it. Oh! You thought you could get me. Caring too much. Oh. Yeah, 0.01%. Almost gotten like one chunk of this thing done. Like we almost got at least the front end off here. Technically, this is the second of the largest ships. So I don't know if the other one would have been easier or not, but I felt like this one would be nice because it's a lot of, it's clearly like a storage ship or a freight ship. The House Flipper series helped with depression. That's good. See, and that was like, I don't remember, I think it was the Rockstar Life Simulator I was playing earlier today. It said something, and it's like, honestly, one of the reasons that I like doing YouTube is, for me personally, I'm bipolar. I deal with bipolar spirals all the time. It goes up, it goes down. I have good days, I have bad days. And one of the things that honestly helps me is watching, like Neeb's Gaming, for instance, has always been one of the things that I've always gone to. I have a panic attack, I kind of turn them on a lot of times, and it'll help me. And so it's like, if there's even one or two people out there that end up like enjoying the video and it somehow, at least brightens their mood for even brief moments, like I feel like I've done exactly what I want to do on YouTube. And yeah, I don't know. And it's like, for me, I just want to spread positivity. As weird as that may sound, that's just mostly what I would like to do. Boom, it's also the reason why I didn't want to start a politics thing, because, again, there's just so much just negativity and all that. I'm like, eh. Ooh, there it goes. Oh, and I got all the new pipes now down too. Sweet, look at all that. Basically pull this side of the ship almost off. And stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Yeah, I can stream on... There's a way you can do it. Twitch made it so you're allowed to do this now, because originally you couldn't do that. But now you can stream on Twitch and YouTube, and it's like, I wouldn't mind it so much. I feel like the community we have here on YouTube, at least on the channel, is incredibly positive. Twitch, I often wonder, because I guess it really depends on who I'm watching, but I feel like Twitch is... Sometimes it feels a little less than YouTube does at times. Does it go in some rules? I end up wanting some of the games. Yeah, Well, and that's another reason too, is I do like showcasing different games. You know, like I know people do watch my channel for some of the games to see if they, you know, what their opinion, whether or not they want to buy a game or not. And so it's like, that's one of the reasons I don't like doing a lot of cuts. So you can see if there's bugs, here's bugs. You know, like I'm not gonna cut that stuff out because I want people to know what you're actually gonna get into. It's also why I leave tutorials, so you know what kind of tutorial, because I'm a big person when it comes to tutorials. If it's a tutorial that kind of handholds you a little bit, I like that. Because then it's teaching you on how to do stuff. If it's a tutorial where it's just like, here's the thing, next page, here's the thing, next page, here's the thing, and there's like 20 freaking pages of all this information it's throwing you at one time. I can't do that. That doesn't stay up here. That goes away. I don't retain that information. So it's like, and I know there's other people that are the same way. So it's like, I try to like leave a lot of that stuff in. Need to do it, your hair up, makeup? No, God, no. Not to put a makeup on or any sort of nonsense like that. No. I have a big thing that I don't like stuff touching my face. The glasses are enough for me, but I cannot handle people touching my face, let alone like any sort of thing. Like, I even my wife, I have a hard time if she ever touches my face. I just can't. I don't know, it's uncomfortable for me. And so it's like, it's the same with like any sort of thing, like to put on my face. Show all kinds of games. And see, that's the thing too, is it's like I don't always stick to one specific genre, because I personally, anything that interests me, I want to check out. I love most kind of games. There's exceptions. I don't like sports games. I mean, even that, I would say there's exceptions. There's been a couple times I've had fun with some sports games, but normally they're weird sports games, like the monster football game. I don't remember what it was called, but like that one, I thought that was fun. Sensory defensive. Yeah. I've there's been several things I've been diagnosed with over the years. Hypersensitivity is like one that has always been a pain in the butt for me. Because it's like, swear to God, there are moments where if it's quiet and there's a loud sound, I feel actual pain from that because of it. And it's, oh God, it's so excruciating. It's one of the reasons why, like, when the neighbors were like when we had our neighbors that were always blasting bass, I would have such a hard time with it, because it's like I'm constantly feeling that bass, and so it's just basically making my body just constantly ache. Yeah, wait. Oh, there's a thing right here. Oh, okay. This is the new pipe system, I guess, so this is gonna be interesting. PS2 game called Shipbreaking. Shipbreaking is awesome. That is such a good game. I didn't know it was on PlayStation. I played it on GameCube. But that game is so good. And no more Polyrome, unfortunately. The last one was really bad. Blood Bowl, yeah, that's it. That was the one. Don't you play horror games? I see, and it's like, I want to do horror games. But they do really bad on the channel. I'll do an occasional one that has me super into it, like, what was the bunker one? And that's not Anesthesia. Amnesia, that's the one. All right, there we go. Like, Amnesia, I thought was really good. The bunker, I thought that was so good. And I did that one on the channel for half of it, and then I did the other half on the secondary channel. Which, that's the whole reason I had the second channel, is for horror games. But it's a matter of time. Like Pacific Drive, for instance. I want to finish Pacific Drive, and I may try to get it on the other channel, but it's a matter of time, of the edit, of the processing of the videos, and everything of that nature. Especially given how this other computer's been lately, with its taking 2 hours to process a video because the stupid computer's having so much issues. Can I just do this then? Not have to worry about breaking this thing down? It's on it. Hello? Are you connected to the other? I guess so. No, it's still connected. Oh, I was hoping for sure that would bring it down. There we go. All right. I just didn't want to saw it. What connector's not separated? Is something else on here? I don't understand. Oh, I think there's something right here. No. What? Oh, that's right. I forgot this game's weird like this. There we go. There we go. So now it'll let me pick it up, right? Yeah. Possibly? I don't know what language it is. I've seen several people say different things. In one of the horror games, the reason for a Big Dipper in your recommendations? Big Dip? Yeah, yeah. Anytime I try to do horror games, more often than not, I see a Big Dip in recommendations. I know I tried to do Mortuary Assistant. I did that on the other channel, but I went to the community tab on this channel and I shared the link to it, and because that one got age restricted, and it didn't just get age restricted, they sent me an email saying, we want to make sure that you're okay, because the last video was pretty, it had to do with some dark subjects, and I'm like, excuse me? What? You age restricted the video, and then you're like, we want to make sure that you're okay. That doesn't make you feel better. What? It was so disingenuous. It was insane. Oh, now I'm done up there. It's fine. I can just come down here. Still never finished Biomutant. That was a fun game too. I mean, it had its issues, but I thought it was still a pretty fun game. Was it an amazing game? No. But I didn't think it was a bad game necessarily. The major... More friendships in Mario Party? What? Monopoly? Oh god, Monopoly, yeah. Alright, alright. This is going well and everything coming down over here. Okay, so let's look at this overall ship. Oh my god. Oh my god, alright. Oh wait, I don't even have an easy way to get to these ones. Crap. I guess we can just do it from inside, that's fine. Man. Alright, let's continue taking out all of you. What? Oh, I didn't realize there was still stuff up here. I was like, why is this not coming down? Yeah, there we go. Crouch jump. Settle in if you want this ship for one stream. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get the ship done in one stream. I really don't. This thing is insanely huge. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright. I gotta go from this side over here. Okay, is this gonna be the side that I want to come in from, or do I want to go? You know what? Let's come in from the top. I didn't even realize I was there. I forgot all about those. No, God bless it. Oh, there we go. I think right here, maybe? Caring too much? I didn't even know. Playing with the community again, that was fun. So, I really want to play Helldivers 2. The problem with Helldivers 2 is it is a multiplayer game. I have one friend that plays it, and I honestly don't know if he'll ever end up having the time necessarily to play. But, oh, well, this was pointless. I didn't even have to do this. I could have just come from right here. I had thought about doing that one on a stream and just seeing if the community wants to join, because I know it's like a super popular game and a ton of people have it. But I don't know. I don't know. That's just, it's a matter of I have to still buy that one. I want to play Helldivers 2 so badly. I feel like Helldivers 2 is a perfect example of what I was talking about with the whole, like, yesterday with the games. Like, everybody's like, oh, games are, you know, like, on YouTube, not necessarily in comments or anything like that, but on YouTube, I see a lot of people being like, oh, all these game companies are dying, we're gonna have a big game die-off and everything, and I don't expect that to happen. And it's because of, like, Helldivers 2 is a perfect example of why I don't expect that to happen. Because you look at all these game companies, the AAA companies are the ones that are kind of having the issues. All these indie companies, like Helldivers 2, is blowing the crap up. And see, that was my big thing too, is it's like, a lot of times, like, I would love to play the golf game again. I thought that was super fun. And I know Ban should be back here soon to, you know, on some of the multiplayer games. Because he was moving, and that was one of the biggest reasons why he's been gone. Well, he was super busy with work, and then he's been moving. D4 now that you got the cash. That's true, I do have $10,000 right now. I could have fun with the explosives at some point. Right? Big company game dies and makes smaller indies from their employees. And yeah, exactly. That's also like one of the things too, is like all these like big companies are going out, are kicking all these people out, and all that's gonna do in turn is basically make these people try to find new work, potentially start up their own, you know, get some of the people together that they worked with maybe. There is the situation I've seen where people are like, some people are like, well, the problem with that is, you know, when we signed on for EA makes you sign, even though they fired you, they make you sign a, it's not non-disclosure, it's non-compete clause. And the non-compete clause basically is like, you can't go work on another game for a set amount of time. And I don't know, I guess it depends on where you are, what part of, you know, what you signed when you became part of that company. But for a lot of people, it sounds like they're kind of just now stuck. Like, they can't go work for somebody else because they've been working for this company for so long, and the rules on their contract was like a non-compete clause, and those are like legally binding for the most part. There's ways you can get out of them, but it's gonna be lawyers and all other kinds of crap. I know when I stopped working at Nintendo, I had to sign a non-compete clause to not go work somewhere else. So I had to wait like, I think 180 days before I was able to go work in Microsoft. And so it's like, yeah, that part kind of sucked. Oh, I don't know. I'm assuming a lot of these games are as big as they are because it's a lot of stuff being used in them. But a lot of the AAA games are that way. I would say a lot of indie games, not so much. Most non-computer like 6 months. Yeah, it was 180 days for the one I had to sign. Yep. Full co-op, you can do it in communities. That's true. That's true. I was a game tester. I played Halo 2 before Halo 2 ever came out. I played, I remember Metal Gear Solid 2 was coming out to Xbox. Actually, Nintendo was the worst, because Nintendo was me doing this all day on a freaking Game Boy Advance, playing a tennis game. Oh, that was awful. Microsoft was at least a lot more fun, because it was games that I was more interested in, that I was testing, and, I remember we had like a competition when Metal Gear Solid 2 was coming out on the Xbox, on who could beat the game, and I managed, like, that's the only game I've ever speedrunned, like, done a speedrun on, and I beat the game in 54 minutes. Like, going through the entire game, because we had to play it for like a month. Find anything and everything we could and try to break the game as much as we could. You're into this game? Yeah, finishing up all the ships, basically. But yeah, there's where I live. There's a Nintendo office up in Redmond, which is like north of me. It was still a several-hour drive every day there and back. But there's like a Nintendo office up in Redmond, but there's also a Microsoft office up in Redmond, and I just go up there, basically play games. That was like, it was probably about a year of my work experience of life. I mean, I was saying it in Supermarket Simulator that goes up tomorrow. Like I've only done YouTube since I was in my 30s, so like I've gone through, you know, like I've had a lot of different kinds of jobs. I think, I was at the theater for 4.5 years. I was at a merchandising company for 4.5 years. I was at Joe and Fabrics for 4.5 years. But then in between, I worked at a coin mint, I guess. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know. Is it a mint if it's not money, like currency? Because it was like commemorative coins is what I made. And it was awful. That is one of the most just, that job sucked. It's so hot being in a forge area all the time. Oh my god. And it was wintertime when I did that job too. The only reason I stopped doing that job was because apparently I have an issue with brass. I had no idea. I was like, man, why am I sick every day? I don't understand. What is happening? Turns out I have an issue with brass. I had no idea until I worked that job. 27 jobs before settling. Nintendo is, yeah. Somebody had asked in the comments, you know, do you ever think about doing Nintendo games? And I was like, there ain't no way I'm touching a Nintendo game with a 10-foot pole. The way that Nintendo treats content creators is disgusting and foul. I have no desire to have any sort of connection with Nintendo. License invented, so it still would be called a mint, because I don't remember what the place was called, to be honest. That was my first job after working at the theater for 4.5 years. And the job that finally broke my back, like almost quite literally, I wouldn't say it was like, it's not like I was like completely out, but basically destroyed one of the discs in my spine. That was the merchandising job. That was brutal. Because you were constantly pressured to move faster than you were supposed to. As far as they were concerned, if there is not an OSHA representative there, then OSHA rules didn't apply, basically, because you needed to get your job done and you need to get it fast. Like, I said it in the Supermarket Simulator that comes out tomorrow. Like, I had a nickname at that job, which was the backroom ninja, because I would basically sit there and they'd be like, hey, we need to get like a beer case off of that, you know, the pallets would be stacked on a shelf above another pallet, and then above that would be a third one, and they'd use obviously why can't I remember the name of what it's called right now? But it's not the pallet jack, it's the thing. Oh my god. Send you to the Pokemon content mines, yeah. Oh my god, what? Why can I not remember what it's called? I've driven them in games before. Oh, that doesn't make me feel good right there. It's driving me crazy that I can't remember what it's called. Forklift, thank you, yes, that's it. Like, they would need the forklift. The problem is that the person wasn't there to deal with the forklift, and it's like, okay, so how are we gonna get that down? They'd be like, just climb up there. And I'm like, I was scared of heights too. That was the funniest part, but I would still climb up, grab stuff off there, and kind of monkey swing my way back down, and just kind of land there. And it's like, I basically got the nickname of that. There was once where I got in trouble by the backroom manager at a Fred Meyer's for doing that. Like, you're not supposed to be doing that, you know, it's not safe and everything like that. And then they left for the day. We still were working in the store, and my supervisor at the time was like, can you climb up and grab some more of that? I was like, but they literally just told me not to. They're like, I don't care. We need to get it done, so just go grab it real quick. I'm like, okay. Who needs OSHA rules, apparently, you know? Good God. Update just went live for supermarkets. I saw that. I don't think it was a content thing, though. Was it? No, that's not true. I don't know, because when I looked, there was no actual patch notes. I don't know exactly what it was. Like, it may have very well been content, and I don't know. All I know is that I'm already impressed with how much content is in that game, to be honest. Okay. Okay. Oh, I need to get this part down, I think, and I think we're good. I should bring this entire thing just crumbling down. They just posted in the Discord? Okay. Yeah, I patched the game before I started playing this, and I was like, ooh. Then I looked, and the last update on the patch notes on Steam was on the 24th or 25th of last month. So I was like, oh, okay. It just hasn't updated yet. That was so satisfying. I prefer when I can actually be out and see it, but still satisfying. Okay, you on here, onto here, and oh god. Game saved successfully. Autosaves. Autosaves in games. Oh my god, they always break me. Sim game's gonna be roofing. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I've played some weird sim games. Storage update. Oh, so the storage is there now. That's cool. You can climb the ladder too, literally. Yeah. Yep. No, it was funny too, because it was like I would literally have my boss basically telling me to go do these things, and it's like, this is not supposed to be a thing I'm allowed to be doing. I don't care, just go do it. Like, I ended up getting basically let go of that job because my son was born at the time, and I couldn't work the 12-hour shifts that they demanded anymore. And so I need to go home by a specific time because I'd have to be home to take care of my son so my wife could go to work. And that was after a 10-hour shift. And so it's like they ended up letting me go because I couldn't work the 12 hours. That's not mandatory, but is mandatory. That was after 4.5 years of working at the company. It was also because I was making more money than any of the other merchandisers, and well, that's not a good thing. They don't want that. That's why my boss was let go at Joann Fabrics and why I finally quit, because I was just like, all right, the whole reason I was sticking around there as long as I did. Like, the last year was basically me just coming in and working the truck. I was doing YouTube in the beginning. And only reason I came in and did that was because my boss was awesome. She was absolutely amazing. She reminded me a lot of my mom and was super nice, friendly, like really, really cool lady. So it's like I just went in to go take care of that. Thank you, Copy Coin, for the 2 pounds. Donkey Kong. Garden Sim. Oh, the Garden Sim. I have another video of that. It didn't do super well, but honestly, I find that game to be super fun. But I was spending some time in the game trying to get some of the different colored seeds we needed to progress the actual, like, missions and stuff. And that took a little bit. But I find the garden game to be very fun. I really enjoy that one. So I'm gonna at least do one more. I think that's actually what I have. No, I can't look. It's on my desktop. I basically have everything on my desktop. I mean, if you've seen my desktop, which I've shown before, I have everything organized and what's coming out tomorrow and the next day and all so forth and so on. And so I think that's tomorrow, but it may be Tuesday. Wait, tomorrow's the 4th? Oh, I can play several games tomorrow. I didn't even realize. Dang it. Graveyard Simulator. 8 is it's autosave. Next new save file every time it generates. Oh, that's always great. Graveyard Simulator, I haven't played in a long time. Yep, Hairdresser is actually one of the ones that I was waiting for me to record till tomorrow. But I didn't even think about that tomorrow's the 4th, so that's not gonna be tomorrow, it's gonna be Tuesday. But yeah, that is one of the ones that I'm definitely gonna be checking out, because I thought the demo was really fun, and it's made by the same people that did House Flipper. I'm pretty sure it's done by Frozen District. Ah. Ever get that weird like tickle in your ear? Oh my god. I don't like that. Use the crane to pick up new cargo? What do you mean? What? What? What does that even mean? How do I get an achievement for that? That was weird. Actually, you know what? I can... do? Okay. I was trying to remember what the other game is. Unfortunately, it won't be... It'll be a little bit after. I feel like it's probably not going to do very well. I don't think I can actually even say what that one is yet, so... But yeah, I have another game that I can play on the 4th, or put out as of the 4th, but it's not going to be out until probably later in the week. How's it going to you? What? No, stop this. I don't want to put that down. I don't like that thing. It kind of seems like a pain in the butt more than it helps me. Okay, so if I go down below and I bring everything down, I think we'll be fine. You're taking that. I love the size of the crane, it just smashes into it. Ah, I keep feeling like my glasses are falling down, it's driving me nuts. I mean, my glasses right now, this little part, I don't know if you could see it, but this is taped. This is what it is. This is not connected anymore to the actual main glasses. This is literally taped, and I don't even have one on the other side. It's only on this side, which is it's kind of like monocles. My wife's always like, "You need to get new glasses," and I'm like, "No, it requires me to go somewhere, and I don't want to do that." Not even that I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with the panic attacks that come from that. I don't need to break that one, do I? I'm gonna do it just because I can. Okay, well, there's a lot of stuff happening right now. You cool? That's why you don't wear your glasses the same way. I only wear them when I have to stream. Only because that way I'm not sitting here. Otherwise, I'm sitting here like squinting constantly to look up at the chat to see it and see if I can read it or not. And it's like, honestly, the glasses work fine. I don't need to do it. I can just tape them. Like, why spend money on something that doesn't need to have money spent on it when you're not, you don't have money, you know? Like that was, I was also one of the comments I got recently. I think it was in the last Dealer Sim video. Somebody's like, you know, I think it was something like your job is to do this. There was one that basically said your job is showing off games to show off everything, and that one, whatever, is, you know. No, it was, it's just like, I kind of get that statement. But there was another one that was like, basically like, nope, it's gone. That train just derailed. I don't know where I was going with that. My brain just is gone. Just deal with the migraines. And that's, yeah, it definitely does not help my migraine out. I can agree to that one. Does not make my head feel better by having them on. I also noticed, like, if I'm having a panic attack, it makes the panic attack worse if I put my glasses on. I don't know why. That one I don't quite get. Alright, there we go. There it goes. Yeah, I was actually in a good place to see it this time. Oh, that's right, that's right. So yeah, somebody was basically saying, oh, you know, like, oh, you do YouTube for a living, so you know, you have tons of money to be able to do whatever you want. I feel like people don't understand on how little amount of money you make unless you have a million subscriber channel. Like, it doesn't work that way. I definitely don't get that much money. Like, that was one of the things that when I read that, I was like, man, what? Is the House Flipper DLC coming out? I don't know. I think right now, I don't think they have a specific date, if I remember right. I think they just announced that it would be coming out this year. Like, I know that much is coming out this year. Lessened ability to cope with something being on your face. I guess that could be it. For people watching? Is it really? Oh. I honestly haven't even been paying attention to that today. And it's like, I know right now too, I use CBD to help with my migraines. I have for a decade. Because it's like, my migraines are never gonna go away. It's from head trauma when I was 18. And I'm 40 now. So I use CBD for that. Well, they didn't give me just CBD. They gave me CBD with THC in it still. And so when that makes me significantly more talkative and significantly harder to, like yesterday, I swore a lot more yesterday than I normally do. I have a lot harder time having the switch in my brain turn off to not swear. Like, YouTube doesn't like it. I swear in real life. It just is what it is. I feel like there's one of my like arguments with swearing, and why I think swearing is not, like, I don't have an issue with it, is because it's like nothing gets the point across. Like, you crash a boat into the reason that I'm saying boat is because I'm in a boat right now. Say you crash a boat into the shore. There's basically no other statement that expresses how bad it is other than, oh fuck. Because basically, that's, you know, like, it's so bad. That's not a good thing, you know? Like, I don't know, but I definitely, yeah, that it significantly makes my ability to not swear go down, and then it makes me more talkative for sure. I mean, I'm already, it's like kind of what I do with commentary and stuff, but that sucks. Yeah, see, here in Washington, I literally just go down the street and there's a store. If I go the other way, there's a store. If I go past the first store, there's 2 more stores a little bit further down the road. So yeah, it's everywhere here. And it's like, I've had people be like, oh, well, why do that? I mean, just go to the doctors and they give you, you know, medicine to balance the pain. The problem is the medicine for pain meds are addictive. Pain meds destroy the ever-loving crap out of your kidneys. And I don't like feeling like I do when I'm on pain meds. Like, it is not a pleasant experience. Oh, that's the worst. When we moved here, that was my big concern. I mean, it's not, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, I would probably. I would make sure that, you know, I would, if I saw it, I would probably make sure that everybody's okay. That would definitely be one of the things that I've being a merchandiser, you know, I was driving around all the time. There's probably about 8 or 9 accidents that I witnessed and pulled over and made sure that everybody was okay. And there was only one time where it was like, you know, we immediately called 911 because somebody was not okay. Versus being a New Yorker. Another form of saying hello. Don't even give you pain meds anymore. What? That's insane. I mean, here that you have to, Originally, there was a brief period where I had, like, I saw a bunch of doctors. It was before, like, they found out I had, like, I had to get my gallbladder pulled, removed. I did get it pulled. Where I was seeing a bunch of different doctors, and all these doctors couldn't figure out what was wrong with me, and they just, like, literally all of these doctors were giving me pain meds. Every single one of them. It's giving me prescriptions for Vicodin and prescriptions for oxycodone. And it was like, I was awful, because I legitimately ended up getting addicted to it because I was in so much pain all the damn time. For like about 2 or 3 months before finally just dealing with like the cold sweats and the withdrawal symptoms for about a week and a half. It was awful. It's one of the reasons why I avoid them now, because it was just too much. So it's like now I try to avoid pills as much as possible. Like I'll take Tylenol, but even Tylenol destroys your liver, too much of it. And supposedly, I mean, there has been more studies coming out and stuff that talk about it. Too much Tylenol can actually like damage the empathy part of your brain, and I don't want that damaged. All right, take this off. We almost have the front of the boat off. We almost have the front done. Okay, then this one is all that's holding it up. Let's go on random username. Your gallbladder removed is only working 11%. Yeah, that was like, it was so weird that it took him that long. Like that was I actually during that time period I started to hate doctors, because it was just I go to the doctor and they'd be like, okay, well, you know, we'll do this test on you. Okay, cool. And then I'd never even hear back from them, other than just like I'd go back a couple weeks later and they'd just be like, okay, we're gonna do this test now. It's like, well, how'd the other test go? Oh, we didn't find anything. Here's some more pain meds. Like, come on now. And the last time I went to a doctor was like my ER visit a couple months ago, and I went to a doctor first, and the doctor's just like, oh, there's nothing we could do for you. So it's like, well, then why did I wait for like a freaking solid day and a half to get in here? Just in this agony. They're like, just go to the emergency room. Like, why didn't you tell me that when I made the appointment? You know? Like, and then the doctor was basically just kind of sitting there like, you just trying to get pain meds? And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's your response? I'm in pain and I'm asking for help, and your response is, you're just trying to get pain meds? I was so pissed. I was so pissed off. Like, no, I want you to help solve the problem so it's not here anymore. That's what I wanted. Like, I don't give a crap about freaking pain meds. Like, I got my own useful source of, like, way to stop pain, you know? Like, Jesus. But it's like, I think that's just what people go there for at this point. It was insane. I was so pissed off. Thinking about it now, it's just like, it still infuriates me. It's like, I have mad respect for doctors that actually care. Not the ones so much like that, though. They just, like, accuse you of bull crap, and it's like, no, that's not why I'm here. Yeah, and that is why, you know, he said it. But, I mean, just the way he said it was just so... Like, why are you a doctor, you know? Like, I was so pissed. I remember walking out of that office just, like, biting my tongue because, man, did I want to go off. Man, did I want to go off. I was so angry. Because then it's like, all right, well, I guess I'm just going to the emergency room and sat there for 6 hours before seeing a doctor. Which still to this day has not ever actually been fully solved. It's just kind of like, oh, here, just take these pills when you have your side pains. Okay. I mean, they ruled out the fact that I wasn't dying, and that was about it. Alright. Huh? Okay, that didn't even move. What? What are you connected to? What is it connected to? I'm so confused right now. What am I looking at here? This is floating. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, has it been an hour and a half already? Because my knee's starting to hurt. An hour. Yeah, an hour and a half. The doctor needing a walking stick. He said, well, you're walking, aren't you? Jesus. See, yeah, that's like, man, the amount of freaking crap a doctor has to go through to get to that point, it's gotta be pretty awful. But at the same time, man, from the freaking patient aspect, it's like, wow. It's for doctors to see you. And that's how it is now. Now, like, if I want to see a doctor, I have to go, I think it's about 15 miles away from where I live, and I live near a hospital. Like, I live near 2 doctors' offices. But the nearest doctors that'll accept a new patient is like 15 miles away, which is crazy. Craziness. I think this is good on this, right? There we go. I could potentially take this out of here, but it's got to remove this. Oh my god, look at all the piping. What is that? There's so much piping under here. Holy crap. Wow. Just you go to the ER, they gave you a shot of anti-inflammatory prescription and muscle relaxers and charged you $500 to do nothing. Yeah, and that's the worst part of all of it, is the cost of going to a doctor. Like people are always just like, go see a doctor. I don't think you realize how expensive going to see a doctor in the US is. Like, it is awful. I mean, now because my wife works at the school, we're actually able to get insurance, but I mean, we were on like Obamacare for freaking ever. Are we still? I don't think so. I think we're off of it now. Like, it was awful. Luckily, that actually helped out quite a bit, so it wasn't such a big deal. Like, when I had to go to the emergency room last time, a lot of it was covered by insurance. You still had to pay several $100s, but a lot of that was covered by insurance. Like for some of the healthcare issues, but last week I spent in ER, got 5 minutes, checked out at a doctor. And so, well, then that's the thing, is it's like, I have heard nothing but, I've heard occasional, I guess that's not true. I've heard a couple bad things about Canada's healthcare system, but that's from Americans. It's not from people who live in Canada. The people I've talked to who live in Canada love Canada's healthcare system. So it's like, I don't know. I'm generally gonna listen to the people that live in Canada talking about it over the people that don't live in Canada. And I guess it also depends on where you are in Canada too. And see, I've heard that about the UK as well, but it isn't the big difference like you have to wait a long time a lot of times in the UK? See, when it comes to that, that's all about perspective. Like, I can only know my perspective and what I've been told, so I don't know how accurate things are to it. Yes, years. Okay, so that should be pretty much everything. I think I can start pulling this section out of here. This game's so satisfying. We're just slowly peeling this ship apart. The only part that I'm not a fan of is just having to take these things down. Like, I love the hammering stuff, but the saw, oh my god, the saw. This. Give me that. All of you. Oh, ticks over a year ago and still know the source? Well, that's no. Did some ship graveyard simulator today. Yeah, I find this to be very fun. I mean, I've actually played it, I think before I knew this DLC was up, I still played it. I played it last month, just not on like recordings or anything, because I was working on getting some of the collectibles from the ships. Because now that you can do that, now that there's collectibles in here, I have to go back and do all the ships again so I can get all the achievements again. I had them all for a minute. Okay, so I need to come down here. There's somewhere I need to separate this from, right here. Okay, so I need to cut that. I need to cut this. I miss when this thing was like smooth, like just like cutting like a knife through a hot knife through butter. It was so nice. Not that nice anymore. Right, can't reach. Go. No, luckily in this one you don't ever have to empty the truck. Yeah, truck is magically infinite. Exactly. The first game you had to empty it all the time. This one, no, luckily you don't have to do that, which is just amazing. Okay, then we kind of go down. Oh god, no, that was not the time. I thought I was falling down to the bottom. There we go. I mean, what our truck right now has 34,000 kilograms in it. That's a little bit. And down we go. There we go. All right, I'm gonna have to go all the way back up to the top because I forgot about the end. And this part in the middle. The truck is at furthest. Yeah, bigger on the inside than exactly. All right, through here. Oh my god, I may actually take these things off and just squint for a little bit. Oh, my brain. Ugh. Okay, there's nothing down here, so I just need to get back up to the top. Can I? Come on, let me grab onto the ladder. Oh no. All right, we'll go back out. Giant ship, but still only a section they give you. Is it? I think this is the whole ship. Yeah, this is the whole ship. This is all the way from the front to the back. I mean, there was chunks chopped out of it, but I think the last ship that you can do is an entire ship. I mean, it's insane on how big this really is. Like, holy crap. Oh god, that was the first time I've run all the way down. This is insanely huge. All right, up we go. Okay, so I need to go get right here. Wait, is there not one here? I'm very confused. Sorry, Kibo, I'm gonna have to get up in a minute. I don't want you to sit down just yet. Alright, and right here. So I didn't get the very end down here. Then we should just be able to pull this whole thing down and we should be fine. And it'll all fit in the truck, exactly. There we go. Okay, that broke off. Okay, so we can start pulling the side off. Oh, it's a whole chunk, huh? It's not multiple pieces. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Go ahead and come pick that up. What is it that I'm missing here? Huh? I have to remove this? Really? Is this the same way? No, I don't know. I guess it is. To go in Nami cookie. Let's tech to dismantling, mix it with the hard space. I actually, so in the description of this video, this stream, I put a link to the playlist for this game. I put it for the first game, and I put a link to the Hard Space Shipbreaker. Because I think after when I played this last time, a lot of people were like, "Have you played Hard Space Shipbreaker?" And I was like, "Yep." And then I get another comment a little bit later on. Oh my god, ah. Something in my eye. Oh. It's like, yeah, I've played it. I've played it. Here's the playlist. So yeah, I put it in the playlist of this stream today. My god. Ah. Eyelash in my eye. Okay. Can I get this from here? Oh, I can. Actually didn't expect that to work. You can do it. The last little pieces. There we go. You want me to pull this part out of here, but don't have to get rid of all the walls? Pretty sure I have to get rid of all these. Which I don't want to do just yet. You want to go up top and see about... Whoa, game saved successfully. Why do you keep doing that, game? Stop it. I mean, yes, I guess saved successfully, but stop lagging every time. Alright, might as well just grab all this while I'm running around. Alright. Anything big I can just pull off the top up here? Yeah, right here. Right here? Let's just get this out of here. Needs more content added and something you can spend. Yeah, definitely. I would love to see an update come out to that game. That was such a fun game. I absolutely loved Hard Space Shipbreaker. Right here. Bring you out of here. There we go. So that's all the way down there. I'm assuming, yeah, we got something in here, so I need to bring this down. Top two. Can't bring down as much at one time, unfortunately, with this side because we got a bunch of stuff in the middle. I'm always about trying to get, trying to actually get the big things out. I could just bring it all down and we could just make the entire thing collapse. Where's the fun in that? There's no challenge if you don't try to get it all out of here. Main game, you're done with? Yeah, main game, they're definitely done with. I mean, the way it ends, was there really, you can't continue on. It has to be DLCs. Oh, I mean, I guess you could. You had the option of like getting the end or, still working. Right. Take a look at Power Wash Adventures. I did take a look at it. It's just a matter of I don't know. I don't know what it was specifically about it that made me not. It just looked weird. But not weird in a way that made me, I don't know. I think it was mostly the money at the time. I just was too broke and I couldn't afford it. I think that was the biggest thing. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the reason why I didn't end up playing that one. I'm pretty sure it was because I was broke and just couldn't afford it. Have a good one, Coffee Queen. Right? Yeah, there's no way we're gonna finish this today. Oh my god. Oh wait, I already got that one. Looking up a chat, I didn't even realize. Caring too much? Yeah. That distance is so ridiculous. Okay, just gotta get the stuff over on this side. Assuming it's, wait, no, what is holding it? Is it this? I think it's this right here. These over here holding it up together still. Heard you shouldn't update Supermarket Sim yet, it might break things. Well, that's not good to know, because I already updated it this morning. I just won't start the game until after there's another update then. I mean, I already recorded it, so it's fine. I recorded it last night. This morning, whatever it was. I don't know, I couldn't sleep. I'm gonna have to move my truck soon, because I don't think I'm gonna make... I think it's too far away now to actually start chucking stuff in unless I get closer. Alright, all of you. That's on the other side. Whoa. Carrying too much. Okay, that's fine. Okay, there we go. Alright, there we go. So now I got access to the top of this thing. I love the crouch jump actually works in this game. There's so many games I play that never works. I like that it actually does work. Oh no, the truck is too far away. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get up, stretch out my knee. I actually have something I wanted to try though. When I get up and go stretch out my knee, I don't know how well it's gonna work and if it's gonna work, but I have like I've always wanted to show the houses that I did on House Flipper 2 that I had to redo on a second account just so I could get the thumbnails for some of the videos. I was gonna try to see if I can actually play those. And you're gonna have those things run while I take a break, so there's something playing. Yeah. Alright, come over here. Don't start that. Why? I didn't even push anything. I'm just closing that tab. I was watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine came out on Netflix. All of a sudden it just switched over to that tab. I'm literally like sawing something. there was no button I pushed. It just suddenly switched over to like Netflix. It started playing Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Luckily it was like I hit it before it actually started. I don't want freaking copyright strike of that nonsense. No, you know what's dumb is it's only 4 seasons. Why? Why they only got 4 seasons? Like the other seasons are like on Peacock and that's it. So if you want to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine, it's only the 4 seasons on Netflix, which is weird. How's it going, Peter? Glad you enjoy. But yeah, I have like I've redone some houses. Oh. Hello? No, where are the freaking like keys? Like, and nobody came in. I gotta turn my camera off. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a break real quick. Let's see if I can get this to play. I'm gonna turn my camera off though, because everybody just came home. Ghost again. No, it's like I heard somebody at the door and I was like, what the heck was that? Let's see if I can get this to play. Captures? No, it's not. Yeah, it is in captions. It's right here. Languages, no, this. I don't know. I know I can at least get it to show up like this. Okay. Play capture. This, that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna stretch out my knee real quick. And gross, never seen again. I'll be back in just a minute and we will do some more of this. But we'll see if this actually goes on to the next one or not. But yeah, these are houses that I did. Whether or not it plays all three, these are houses I did, redid. So you can take a look at this real quick while I take a break. All right. We'll go back to this. Hide that. All right. I don't think I'm gonna have much longer. My head is just not feeling better. My head is dying right now. But yeah, I guess it only played one of the houses. There's 3 houses total. I was trying to see if it would play all 3, but it did not do what I wanted to, because I don't know Windows Media Player very well. I use it just to take thumbnails sometimes, and that's about it. Oh, I should open up VLC Media Player. That would have worked better. I forgot about that one. That one actually puts it in a playlist. How's it going, Hatter? And how's it going, Mr. Cool, by the way? Man, the ship is insane. The ship is insane. Like, with how long this ship was gonna take me, I had a feeling it would work well as a stream. Yeah, I honestly don't know how much longer I'm gonna be able to go though. My head is not the Tylenol I took a while. I took before I started streaming, and it is already worn off. It feels. Head is like it feels like my eyes about to pop out of the socket. It's awful. I hate migraines. They're such a pain in the butt. And it's fine most of the time. I could deal with it, but man, this is like I don't know. I don't know why it's so much worse today. Going, Rodney? Like, I do plan on finishing this on the stream later on this week, though. I don't think there's anything necessarily that I have specifically that I was thinking for streams until, like, at least a week and a half. I'm gonna try one more of the Winter Survival because it wasn't, like, excruciatingly bad. Like, compared to... Let's see here. Where were we sitting on, sharing my screen still, right? No. Okay. Right now... yeah. I don't know if the Mud Runner is there's gonna be more of that one. That one's sitting pretty bad right now. Like, that is 10 out of 10 right now is the worst video. The past 10 videos. And that's saying something because, what was the one I did? Pacific Drive? Pacific Drive may be off the list, maybe, but... Pacific Drive was the worst video for the past several months. So if that's on the list, that means that the Mud Runner is doing worse than that was, which is not good. That's not good at all. Just realized these are connected up here. Maybe this is why I couldn't remove or pull these things out. But I found Winter Survival to be awesome. I'm just afraid the story's not going to last very long, and so we're going to run out of, like... We're going to hit the end of what's available right now on that. But there's still the survival mode. Ooh, I can't see this. This? There we go. Alright, disconnect you. Card connected 2021. I mean, I like generally I only try them out if it's the year that it came out. So if it's like if they come out with 2024, I'll try 2024 like I always do. I've tried all of them up until this point. I think I have 21, 22 on the channel. It's somewhere. Car games tend to do pretty well. That's why I thought it was kind of crazy that Mud Runner did so bad today. Especially since it's normally a lot of times when the game isn't out yet, it tends to do better too. And the game's not quite out yet. It comes out in a few days. Which I think it comes out tomorrow. I don't remember. I'll do Winter Survival as a video. I mean, if I do the survival mode, maybe I'll try it as a stream. I don't know. Supposedly survival mode is very... I mean, I tried the survival for a second. So I know it definitely starts out differently, but it's supposedly its own type of thing. Kind of like Long Dark has its story mode, and then there's the actual survival mode. Yeah, this is probably 100% why I couldn't pull these things out of here. Because they're connected here still. This is the first one of these I've ever seen that has like a gap right here. Just how big these ships are. Wait, why didn't this one fall? Okay, I guess we're good. So is that good? Yeah, there we go. Oh, because it's two of them. Okay, I can't get that one out of there though. This is DLC ship. There's a new DLC coming out next week called, it comes out on the 11th. It's called Steel Giants, I think. and they sent me a key to check it out, you know, early on the channel and stuff. And this is the second of the 2 ships, or of the 4 ships that it gives you. And I mean, we've already torn off, like, up until, like, right, it was up to here, I think, right about here. And there's still the entire other part of the ship here. I mean, there's some chunks that are cut out, but there's still, like, a massive chunk to the ship. It's really big. It's really big. It's still nothing compared to the last ship. I did load the last ship up to see exactly how big it was, and it is... it's insane. Like, it goes all the way to the water, and I think it goes all the way almost to, like... Yeah, it was almost up to this right here. I think it was, like, right about here is how far it goes out. Like, it is so huge. DLC, download content. Basically, like stuff they update the game with. I'm pretty sure it's paid DLC, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't know why I can't pull this one out here. Did I not disconnect it from somewhere? Oh, I didn't. I see it. It's there. Oh, that's right, because I was doing it from down below. I remember now. I separated the other one, not this one. Okay, because yeah, we got down there, so I need to go up one higher. Yo! Alright, there we go. Huh. Just ninja our way up, this thing's bouncing all around. Okay, so can I get this one now? Yeah, I can get this one out of here now. Eh. Eh. I mean, if we can get enough fluids out of this thing, then we could actually upgrade the crane the last time, too. You're still on the green Rex in the ship graveyard, too. I mean, I've been going through some of the older ones again to get the achievements and get all the collectibles. Have the Navy ship DLC yet? I actually thought that one was a lot of fun. I mean, I've enjoyed all the DLCs for this game. This is easily one of my favorite survival games. Wait, what am I missing here? Did I not disconnect something? Still disconnected. What did I not disconnect? Huh? Actually really confused. What have I not removed? I used to tell you what you were missing and you needed to remove still, but I don't see that popping up anymore. What connectors left? These are disconnected. Nothing here. And it's to like right here. Oh, you know what? I bet I know what it is. I bet I know exactly what it is. It's right here, isn't it? Yep, which is really dumb because it's not actually connected to anything, but for some weird reason it still has these things. Oh, man. Come grab that last one. And then, I mean, as far as the ship, we've probably gone through a third of the ship so far. We probably still have a third left to go. I mean, that up there, maybe a fourth, because that right there is a big chunk in itself. But once I get all the stuff out of there, it's easy to just drop the whole thing down. These parts are probably the most meticulous of all we have to do because there's a lot of storage crates and everything in throughout this entire floors. No, I guess probably at the back end back here. I have the hiccups. Stop it. Stop it. Does that work for anybody else? Because I feel like that works for me almost every time I do it. I'm just like, I have the hiccups, I tell myself to stop it, and the hiccups stop. Alright. I mean, I might as well... I'm gonna just look around in here. We'll see what we can maybe pull out of here real fast. Actually, I lied. I'm gonna go get my car. Because the car's too far away for this. This is... what? Uh-huh. I was trying to start my car too many different games. I pushed E to start the car like in Dealer Sim. I'm dreading looking at the comments for that game after I get off here. Just based on the comments I saw earlier. Like, that's one thing that I always do and always will. I plan on... I mean, there may come a point where I won't be able to see every single comment, but I always do read every comment. I try to, anyways. Sometimes YouTube doesn't show me every comment. If somebody leaves a comment and then they leave a second comment, that second comment sometimes doesn't show up on my, like, the activity stuff that they show me. And then sometimes it just simply doesn't even show comments at all on something. But that's not super often. But what it doesn't show me is when it, like, comment gets put into auto review, which almost every single time I look at that, I look at the reviews, like, I try to check it at least once a month. But every time I look, it's like, why is this even in, like, the review section? Like, why? What? Well, I don't understand how they get placed in there sometimes. It doesn't make sense. Hey, I saw there's a tube here. Where's the turn off the fuel line? I'm really confused. There's a fuel line thing right here. But there's no fuel line container here? Eh? What? What does it connect to? Oh wait, I think I see it. I think it's actually the front part of the ship. Yeah, there's containers all throughout this too. I mean, I guess we're still on the front of the ship, but... Oh, and this? Okay. Check your comments a lot anyways. I always check my comments. Because, I mean, a lot of times it's helpful. What I was saying yesterday, it's like, if you do leave a comment, don't tell me what to do. Because I will go out of my way to avoid it. Suggestions, awesome. But don't ever be like, you need to do this, because I won't do it. Even if it's a good idea, I will go out of my way to not do it. Because I don't like being told what to do. Helpful comments, I'm all about it. But yeah, I get the occasional comments where it's like, you need to do this. And I'm like, no, I think you misunderstand. Now that you've said that, I'm intentionally not going to do that. I don't like being told what to do. Suggestions, always. Always. I love suggestions. Those are super helpful. When it's like, you need to do this, I'm like, no. I'm not doing it. It was a good idea, but now because I was told, no, I'm not doing it. I've grown stubborn the older I've gotten. I've grown more stubborn the older I've gotten, I should say. I've always been stubborn. I mean, I say all the time in games, my stubbornness knows no bounds. I don't know what I'm hearing right now, but it doesn't... Oh, it's the steam, which is the new stuff they added. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I need to get in here without breaking this. How do we... Where's the spot? I think right here, maybe? Connected here. Connected over there. So this should be the one... No, these are... Nah, it's still gonna blow up. I think right here, maybe? Oh, we're gonna find out if I blow up part of the ship or not. Please don't blow up. Alright. Disable you. Yeah, exactly. Suggestions is one thing. It's just like there's everyone. It's super rare that it happens. And normally it's like it's not somebody that I ever see really comment, but they're like, you need to do this, and it's like, man. It's honestly how I feel a lot of people are in games. See how stubborn your 80-year-old mother is. Yeah, it's like, I've always heard that the older you get, the more stubborn and set in your ways you get. And yeah, I feel like that's probably true. Because the older I get, the more stubborn and set in my ways I get. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting I have a flashlight. I just don't like the flashlight. Especially right now, that actually hurt my head. I'm not turning that on right now. Oop, oop, there we go. Alright, there we go. So far, no huge bugs or anything. How's it going, Adrian? Yeah, I haven't experienced any huge bugs yet. Not like the last game, or the last DLC where, you know, stuff would just randomly collapse. That hasn't happened yet. I honestly feel like they probably learned with the last update, or last DLC where that was happening. Probably should double check and triple check and quadruple check to make sure that doesn't happen again. So, yeah, so far I haven't had any of that stuff, luckily. Alright, I'm gonna take you out, you, there we go. Yeah, some of this, like, right now, one of our missions was actually to get paper, so I actually needed to pick up the trash. I think the trash goes as a non-metallic thing, which we can sell later and also need for some upgrades. And the fact that this is out prior, I am playing this prior to release, you know, like, things may change between now and the actual release. Because they still have, I mean, it comes out on the 11th, so they still got a good minute to, like, potentially add, fix things, whatever the case may be. I do kind of hope that they do add, like, maybe even if it's after the DLC comes out, but add a, I don't know, maybe an upgrade just to carry more at the very least. Or a couple upgrades to carry more. Like, 240 kilograms carrying this around like this and chucking stuff like that is insane, don't get me wrong. But when you have to pick up, you know, 50 amounts of freaking these boxes and chuck them in there. I would love to be able to carry more than that at a time. It would take some of the tedium down, which, to be honest, the tedium in this doesn't bother me. Like, when I do the videos, I just cut it out and watch something while I'm doing it. Yeah, Warship DLC should be fixed by now. Oh, in fact, I know it is. I know it is, because I've gone back to that ship, and it's fine now. The one that was, like, you just walk over some of the parts and it crumbles is what people were saying. Never had that happen. I was, like, doing stuff when stuff would collapse, but... Yeah, I saw a couple people in comments to that one saying, like, they literally just walked over something and the whole thing collapsed. I was like, well, that's not good. That's definitely not what you want. Man, I keep hearing the steam vent. Where's the steam at? There it is. I don't know how to turn these off. Like, does this also have a thing in the same way? Because if you run into it, it hurts you. Yeah, I honestly don't know how to turn these off. It goes through here. Is it to do some patch and new mechanics things? No volume anymore. I've tried every single thing. I mean, it could be if your speaker's broken. I'm honestly not sure. Like, I'll be the first to say anytime my computer breaks on something, I start to just kind of get worried. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I used to build computers. I just want to go outside. I can't go outside. This thing's blocking my way. Goes up. Yaw. Wait, where's... Oh, it's over there. Oh, I could have thrown it from there then. Man, I see this, and you know what my first thought is? I need to get I need to get the thing and start scrubbing that and clean all that off. It reminds me of house flipper dirt. I actually find this game rather therapeutic. Yeah, I legitimately find this game relaxing. It's just like Power Wash for me. There are multiple times where I get done with this game and then I proceed to just pass out. Like, it just ends up making me fall asleep because it's chill. It's relaxing. It's fun to, like, you know, try to make, like, get everything out, but also at the same time make everything collapse because it's so enjoyable just to watch, like, the big crumpling of everything. Go. Well, let's take care of this first. See, that's what I was thinking, is there's probably a valve connected to those steam pipes somewhere. I just don't know where. Okay, and I'm assuming I gotta remove this side too. Is it doing it? What's happening right now? Oh, it was. It just wasn't showing up as a bar. Okay. Wait, you still won't take it? Huh? Oh, it's because I was standing on it. Okay. Yeah, I need to get that out of here so I can get this one out of here. Oh, I'm gonna have to actually go down here. If I get these out, then I can make the whole thing collapse and we'll be fine. Yep. Time the game saves in this. It's just like, freeze the game for a second. Alright, then we get this afterwards, and there we go. We have all the stuff up here good. I don't know what the down below looks like, but... Whee! Of course, there's one down here. I can't bring the whole thing down. Oh yeah, because there's this too. Okay, I remember these. What's that noise? Okay, yeah, and then here we have a lot of this stuff. Okay, electrical outlet, electrical thing. I see all that, but where is it connected to? I figure we'll just try to, like, turn some of this stuff off right now, because yeah. I think I'm gonna have to turn this off in a bit, because my head is getting to the point that I'm gonna have to, yeah. It's starting to be too much. It was getting there before, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to leave it here. Or get these. There's a ton of items just laying on the ground. We're saying that there are 2 updates for Supermarket. Second had bug fixes for the earlier update. Oh, okay. House Flipper 2. That's also a game that I find extremely relaxing and chill. Long list of things we want to add to the pack. There is a valve? Okay. Do you feel with co-op mode? I think the co-op mode sounds awesome. I think that would be like, God. This is a game where co-op mode would be a million times like increase to the enjoyment of the game, because having another person here just to destroy a ship would be, especially if you don't realize that like the floor you're standing on, the person's working below it and just takes it out while you're up there. I think that'd be hilarious. Like there's multiple aspects like that, but yeah, I am gonna leave it here for now. My head is just hurting too much. We got a good chunk of the ship torn apart. I'll probably stream this on Wednesday as well. So what's the thing up at the top right? What's that about? No, I just now noticed that that's there. Position X. Rotation PO? I don't know. I think that may just be because I'm playing an early thing. Yeah, I'll be doing this on Wednesday. My Wednesday and Saturdays are my normal always stream days, and so I'll be doing this on Wednesday and probably on Saturday as well to finish it up. And then there's still 3 more. Like there's like, well, let's go take a quick look at the ships, the other ships. Hoping it will be. Oh wait, are you one of the people that works on the game? Days there should be co-op beta open for everyone. How much a ship like this would sell for. Yeah, there's this ship right here which I loaded up, and this is actually the picture that I posted in Discord that was posted on the thing. And it shows like the truck down below, and the ship is so huge. And I mean, the ship we're on right now is pretty big, but the ship is so huge. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think this game is amazing, and I think co-op is gonna be so much fun. Like, I don't know if I could potentially put it on my other computer and see if one of the kids wants to play, but I don't know if they do. Then there's like the big Chung, which looks gigantic. I haven't loaded this one up, so I don't know how big it is. I did load this up, and this is huge. And then this was the first one of the four, but I don't know. I thought this one looked like it would be somewhat harder for some reason. I mean, even though it's missing chunks, I feel like it would have actually probably been a little bit faster. But yeah, I mean, as far as where our contracts are right now, by the way, where are we? We have one part done, one part done, one part done, but still a lot left to go. Probella the biggest? Yeah, this one, that's what I figured since it was the most expensive. It's gigantic, and my daughter is just being a smart ass, and she's like, oh, that's not that big. I'm like, what are you talking about? That thing is freaking gigantic. Like, what? What? But yeah, I haven't actually experienced any issues with this so far. Like I mean, the original game, I don't think I had any issues with it until the DLC. Then there was that one ship that just completely collapsed on its own. But other than that. But yeah, the only thing that I think that, I don't know if you're here when I was saying it earlier. The only thing I think that this game could have that would make it just a little bit nicer and just for quality of life, for sake, would be to be able to carry more. And it's just because it takes a long time to pick all this stuff up, to chuck it, and if you can't get to where your car is very easily, which so far today I've had no problem with the way I've been tearing the ship apart, getting it to like throw it into the truck, but that's caused issues in the past. But otherwise, yeah, I've had fun with this, and I didn't know this was even coming out. I literally had no idea until I got the email about it, and I was like, wait, what? There's a new DLC? And I know a lot of people were asking for giant ships, so this will make a lot of people happy because these ships are huge. These ships are huge. But yeah, I'm gonna have to leave it here for now. My head is just too much. And yeah, thank you all for joining the stream. I'll stream again on Wednesday. Bye bye for now. Maybe it's not stopping.